You don't read poetry because, somebody says, hey, this person uses really cool big words, You read poetry because it's supposed to make you feel something. And it's supposed to resonate in some part of your soul or speak about someone else's soul and how they experience the world. And it's always about this kind of human condition and finding the ways that we speak about something true to each other, often through fiction. I think going feeling first and talking about what makes a game so cool and what you get out of it is just, it's important. Thinking about any kind of art form, I think it's a lot harder to find an audience and convince an audience that, that something's worthwhile to jump in on.
I think for me it started as a huge movies and game nerd. I was watching, I think, the making of The Lord of the Rings, and I was fascinated by the concept art team, people who drew concepts for a specific environment or prop.
I used to be a fantasy illustrator for board games, for example, and pen and paper. And then I decided that I wanted to make my own game. And that's when I started the company.
Basically because we want to make games that are important to us, that speak about important topics or complicated topics, but in a lighthearted manner. And we really wanted to do that. And it's difficult if you go to an existing company and say, hey, I have this idea. If you have a vision, you kind of want to do your own company.
I think it's really nice to have people that are kind of at the same spot that we are now, or maybe a little bit further down the road or a little bit earlier, but we all have kind of similar backgrounds, but a lot of different experiences, and I think it's it helps a lot to hear what other people did.
I think for me, there's like three things that always really stand out, which is like the air quality. Like I always find you can like breathe a lot more easily when you're in the countryside. It's a lot darker at night as well, which...
I can see the stars.
So you can see the stars, which is another really nice positive of being outside of a city. And the last thing is how much more quiet it is, which it actually makes it harder for me to sleep.
Yes, I have the feeling that we are more efficient here. And like so is that the nature around us and the people that we can discuss games with, it's very inspirational, for sure.
So here it's easy to not work in the best way possible, and things still get done, even if I work way less than before and I feel better, and it's nice to have a support network here. Yeah, I didn't miss anything here. Like, I'm from Berlin. I actually enjoyed having this small village with not many people, and basically the backyard petting zoo with the ponies where we can go after lunch, or where we did go after lunch. Just a small round as a group. Sometimes it felt like you were on a class excursion.
And then, and a lot of life kind of just happens in the pub, which is really nice because, you can sit there and, kind of have your wind down between work sessions. And you have a lot of these co-working rooms, and we're in this big salon, and it's just completely turned into basically like a LAN party for work, which has been great.
Yeah, most of the time I work on my own. So being here, it was really amazing to get to think outside of the box because I got all these influences I wouldn't have otherwise. That combined with just having a great time with other developers and doing nice things here in the nature, that was something I would really recommend everyone. So, yeah.
I know biggest realization that I had was just how important it is to connect to other people. And I'm not just talking about the game industry, because of course we have a bunch of game developers here, and connecting with them and just getting feedback and talking about your project is really important and really cool. But also just living in this space where there's so many different people and being able to talk to so many different people who are, not also into games, but also, just passing by or whatever people are doing here. It just really changed my perspective to see that there's just so much to learn from other people. So I think this was a really great experience for that.
We also have like a mastermind session every Monday for 1 hour, and there the different teams come together. So we have like 3 or 4 mastermind teams, and in these teams we can say, what goal do you have for this 1 week? And then we just discuss it, if it's possible to do it, and if you have questions, you can just ask the other members of the mastermind session.
Yeah. So really helpful for me were the mastermind sessions, I would say. Because there I really set myself goals, which I normally don't do that often. But especially for this time, it was nice to have some constraints and really focus on single goals. That really helped me to cut things from the game for now and to focus on other things.
And we also talk a lot during the dinner or lunch. So if we have a problem, we just discuss it there sometimes. And so we get a lot of creative energy around us.
We want to work on this title, on concealed crime. And when we came here, there wasn't really much until now. And we want to get the controls within this 4 weeks.
But that was very helpful to get like a goal in a week and try to solve that, and then get input from everyone for the next problem that you are setting for your next week. Yeah.
In these 4 weeks, we want to have, we always say, something playable. The end goal is a prototype, but it's more like 2 to 3 months away. But we want to have something that feels playable, makes fun in a basic way, so we can have a starting point to polish the prototype.
Yeah, basically implement the most important mechanics so you can play something, but not everything.
Yeah.
We want to have something playable, so we're making the prototype right now. And we have created a lot of the art assets. The writing is basically done. So the preparations are all there. We just have to script the game now, make sure everything works. And then of course we have to play test, which is perfect. With having all these people here, everybody can give us their feedback.
The technical description is a co-working space for game developers, but it's really just an awesome environment for game developers, so people like me, to just find a different way to work in a surprisingly effective way.
Come here, work, relax, and just have a good time with a lot of different people.
We're excited for you to try our game in the future.
And if you want to make a workation, come here to the Rabbit Residency.
Yes, apply. It's very good.
Yeah.
So for me personally, the Rabbit Residency was a way to reset my working behaviors with the help of a lot of amazing, lovely people that I will miss very dearly once it's over.